This is an issue that I am passionate about, motivated by my own experience of online abuse, the constituents who have spoken to me about their experience and their concerns, and also as a mother who has concerns about what the online world will look like when my son starts accessing the internet. COVID-19 has magnified the benefits of the internet. Our social media platforms have been so important in getting the safety message out, remote learning, homeschooling, and more than ever we talk to our family online. And these are just some examples of how the internet can be a tremendous power for good. However, the internet also remains one of the most dangerous and potentially destructive interventions of the last century. It is a place where online bullying and harassment occurs daily, where child abuse is endemic, where damaging information can be shared, suicide and self-harm promoted, and terrorism encouraged and espoused. And in recent months, these abhorrent sides of the internet have certainly got a tighter grip. The reality is that if what happened every second on the internet happened on the streets, we wouldn't let our children anywhere near it, and we also would expect the full force of the law to be applied to it. Yet the intangible remote World Wide Web, government and law enforcement has allowed it to self-regulate and has also allowed an attitude of self-regulation for well over a decade, and it is my belief that this must end. I wholeheartedly endorse the 6 tests outlined by the NSPCC last week on what must be delivered by legislation: liability, empowering a regulator, effective sanctions, recognising and dealing with the gravity of issues like abuse, self-harm and suicide. Can anyone give me a good reason why we cannot take these steps? I wish today to highlight a number of concerns, the first being age verification, an absolute must in the forthcoming legislation. The government U-turn of the 16th of October 2019 re-age verification never has been accompanied by an explanation that made sense. Given that age verification providers were in place and ready to provide robust, high-speed and secure anonymised age verification, the alleged technology issues doesn't stack up. In addition, why would this government hold back on something that could be delivered now, as opposed to trying to marry it with other online harms that will be picked up in the current legislation? We were told by the Minister then that within the Conservatives' manifesto, with the provision of statutory age verification on commercial pornography sites was, and I quote, a critically important issue. I say to the Minister, if it is critically important, then the age verification issue needs tackled immediately. I also say, prove us wrong on the perception that government are intent on watering the levels of protection to children down in this regard. In relation to anonymity, I believe we need to tackle these faceless trolls. We need to strip away the ability to have several accounts, all of which are used to abuse individuals. We are all accustomed to confirming our identity, be it online or be it for employment or going through the airport. Why not have it online? Finally, Chair, let us look at what else we can do to increase awareness and educate children and parents and society at large. I had the privilege last week of meeting a young lady from my own constituency of Upper Bann, Mrs Deborah Webster, who has carried out significant research into the impact of legal but harmful content and what it's having on our young people. Her findings were staggering, and so much so that she is now going into schools and carrying out a programme around digital resilience. And I think we all need some digital resilience in today's society, but it also needs to be underpinned by education and the curriculum going forward. So this is a huge opportunity for the government to make a difference in almost every home in the country. It ought not to be missed.